Hey YouTube, it's ICU, and let me welcome you to my first episode of my new series titled Tech Rumor Roundup, and let me just kind of give you a brief summary of it really quick. So it's going to be this new series that I have started, and if you will have noticed earlier, I actually updated my website, and I will have a link to my website down below in the more info where you guys can check it out. And I actually made a couple posts, and before the post I actually put rumor : and then I put the title, so that's how you'll know that it is one of the rumors that I will be covering in one of my videos. So I will be making a video every Monday and every Friday. Now the Friday video will cover what happened from Monday up until I actually made that video, so it will cover everything from Monday through Friday, which is basically the entire week. And then I will also be making a video on Monday, which will cover everything that happened from the time that I made that video on Friday all the way up until the Monday video. So basically it just covers the weekend. So that's how it's going to work. And again, I will just be basically updating my website throughout the week, and I will be putting a tagline in front of it that says rumor : and that's how you'll know I will be talking about it in one of my upcoming Tech Rumor Roundup videos. So before I talk about any rumors, really, I actually just kind of wanted to talk about Geohot and Sony and that whole deal. So as many of you know, Geohot and Sony have been going round and round numerous times just over just ridiculous things about jailbreaking the PlayStation 3 and how pirating is related to that, and just how Sony basically wanted to slam Geohot hard for it and basically just make an example out of him. So now it looks like they have settled. It was basically really brief. It didn't actually give what the agreement was. However, I think it's safe to say that Geohot has decided to completely stop hacking Sony products, which obviously includes the PlayStation 3. Now, this is probably good news for everybody who jailbreaks, because this means that Geohot will hopefully devote most of his extracurricular hacking time towards jailbreaking iDevices instead of actually hacking Sony devices. So I will have a link to that article on my website down below in the more info, as well as any of the other articles that I have covered in this video. So that was the first thing. Now I'm moving on to more of the rumors, actually. So the first rumor that I wanted to talk about is related to the actual screen of the next generation iPhone, and it is a patent that Apple has placed, and it is called the Smart Bezel, and it's a new type of technology that I found to be really awesome and really innovative. Now what it is it's just your phone, and around the outside of it, the bezel, which is more commonly known as just the black part around it, or I guess if you were to look at a white iPhone, it would be the white part around it. So as you can see, the black part around my iPhone right here, now that does not include the screen, so everything but the screen basically will have this new smart bezel technology, or it could have it, because again, Apple just placed this patent recently. So what's really awesome about this smart bezel patent is that they're trying to move controls away from the screen. Now this will allow for developers to be more creative with their games in the way that you actually control them, and also in what they can actually put on the screen, because I'm sure, as most of you know, most games use actually like virtual D-pads on the screen, and you use those D-pads to move your avatar around, to shoot, to do different things like that. And now you will be able to actually watch your avatar do what it normally does in the game without actually ruining the experience by having your thumbs over about 60% of the game, because again, it could be off to the side of it around the bezel instead, which will be really interesting. And also, it's not really like a secondary screen so much as it is a bunch of indicators, and the figures off to the side of figure 2 kind of demonstrate that, so I'll kind of zoom in on it basically. What it is it's like these indicator lights, and basically with these indicator lights, developers can make a number of different patterns, and they can light it up depending on which application you're in. So really, it could be absolutely awesome and extraordinary, and it would be really nice to see in Apple's next generation iPhone. Now the next rumor I wanted to talk about kind of goes side and side with the smart bezel. Now this rumor is basically a e-ink / video hybrid display. Now basically what this means is that the next generation iPhone could have a display that automatically detects whether or not you are reading something, and it adjusts it to an e-ink display, which is better for reading in low light conditions as well as super sunny conditions such as outside. And supposedly it also reduces eye strain for long amounts of time. So if you're obviously reading a book like in iBooks or something, your eyes won't get as strained as if you were reading it just on the normal screen. And it will automatically detect and adjust itself. And supposedly it's so smart that it could divide the screen up into quadrants. As you can see, the second figure over there, it has 4 pieces to the screen, and it could divide them up into quadrants, and it could use the quadrants accordingly. So it could use them for the normal LCD display or the e-ink display. So now basically the reason why they wouldn't just go all out e-ink is because obviously it's not as good as the current LCD screens that they use, and it probably wouldn't allow for that retina property that the iPhone 4 and the iPod Touch 4th generation have. So with that being said, those 2 additions to the new iPhone, the smart bezel as well as the e-ink / video hybrid display, would be really great, and it would be a welcome addition to the iPhone 5 in my opinion. Now the last one is sort of a rumor / update, I guess you could say. So over Friday, Joshua Hill, also known as POSIX Ninja on the internet, is one of the main developers of the Chronic dev team, and again over Friday he tweeted and basically told us all that we could see an update to Greenpois0n. So I'm just going to quote his tweet exactly. It says, since 4.3.1 is already exploited by the legendary Ionic, we're working on finishing iPad 2 Jailbreak now. So when someone actually asked him how close they were and how much progress they made, he said, we're still in fairly early stages. Progress depends on which way the wind is blowing and if it's storming outside. So obviously that's a joke, but he's just saying that basically it'll come when it comes. So you guys can look forward to that. And hopefully it won't be implemented into Red Snow, because I know a lot of users have been having problems with Red Snow as well as Ponage Tool and Snowbreeze. And with Greenpois0n, it's just super simple. You set it into DFU mode, you just click the button once and you're basically jailbroken, and it's really awesome. And again, it's just really easy for all the people who are new to jailbreaking and don't exactly know how to go about doing it. So with that being said, obviously I will also include all of the new jailbreak updates that I have been doing in the past into these tech rumor roundup videos, so you can look forward to them there. So I'm not going to be making videos all the time about jailbreak updates anymore, and I'm sure a lot of you will actually like that, and they'll just be at the end of the tech rumor roundup videos because they're not really that important and that relevant to the tech rumor world, I guess. So that is why they will be kind of moved towards the end of the video, and again, they won't be as often and as frequent, but I will still be updating you guys on it for those of you that found those videos helpful. So again, I will be making my next video on Friday, so you guys can look forward to that. If you like this video or you have any comments or suggestions, just let me know down below in the comment section. And if you aren't already subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button up at the top, and you will be updated when I release my new videos. So until next time, this is ICU signing out.